Peace, peace, peace. What it do? What it do? Something to think about. I posted a video speaking on the National Guard and that I stand by the National Guard and what's going on in D.C. You know, you get good word from your people and people that live in the city. The people ask for help, send help. Boom, it's working. And you got all these other people outside of the city, yep, saying, this and that, and we don't need them to straighten our cities up. I disagree. I think we need it. So that draw the question they was asking: is that the final solution? What happens when they leave? Me personally, in the midst of them, what I post and what I said. While they holding things down and helping with the crime, those with the program, those who are out with boots on the ground, the educators, the teachers, now you can do your job. Now we can reach the children and get build in a way that we can still sustain. We can maintain what they got started. We want to be able to maintain that peace, and with maintaining that peace, you're gonna have to build, this building a police relationship. But you want to also build. You want to police yourselves. You want to be a strong community of leaders. The black men need. Black men should be the head of the community. And of course, the church is where it's predominant where black people reside, and where predominant where people go to churches. Churches, the pastors, like this, like the head of everyone's household that's in the black community. But the pastor is highly respected, but we have to put that man back in the household. And if it's not one in the household, the presence of the men still need to be in that community. It needs to be order in the community. That starts with community meetings. Putting the elders in those right positions where they could, lead as well as conduct. Those elders also can come up with an economic plan for the community, create structure for the community, put down the rules and the laws of the community. And once you have organized the leaders, those who each community should have community meetings. It should have elders. It should have a pyramid. The young people are the workers. They are the strength of the community. They are the protector. They are the warriors. That's that energy. We need to be educating them and teaching them. Those are the children. The young people are the future. Of course, the men are the provider, and the men are the protectors, the provider. That alone will help educate. But I think food. We can start with, once we create order and structure within the community. We start with food, the simple things: food, clothing, shelter, and that's something we do every Sunday. We want every Sunday or every week as possibly can, but Sunday service is basically about serving the community. Food, clothing, shelter. And then we can basically start with the food. Now we're back out, we outside, we farming, we touching the earth again. We're learning about the soil, we're learning about the vegetation, we're learning about farming. and producing and shipping with everything. So now we back out in the field. Now we producing what we need. We producing our food. We got farmers market. We got markets that we distribute to and selling in our community, as well as maybe other communities, based on how it's set up and how close, how we format it, set up. But you have the farming, the gardening, the vegetation, the markets, the selling of the food, of the product, as well as the stores, the selling, that once you have the food, you can, produce it, spread it how you need to spread, distribute how it need to be distributed. It's just food, that's part of it. Now, clothes, even part of farming in certain cities and nations where we doing cotton, we still need cotton for the clothes. So we still farming and getting cotton, and that manufacture going to certain companies, warehouses, and they manufacture. Now we got not just black farmers, now we got black manufacturers. Now we taking the cotton, we producing what we need. We got our shirts, our socks, our pants, whatever we need. Now we got the material. We got coming from the farm, from the black farmers that we need. Now we producing clothing and things that we need. And along with clothing, that creates the stores. Now we got stores selling the clothes. We're not just manufacturing. We got the warehouses shipping out to stores that want to sell them, and different companies that are brands, connected and respected. This company over here, boom, boom, boom. Then we working. We got our own clothes. We got our own. We producing and manufacturing. Now we got the shelter. Boom, shelter. With shelter, up under shelter falls trades. With under shelter, landscaping, plumbing, HVAC, wiring, door, framing, glass, concrete, low voltage, high voltage. Oh man, the list goes on and on. It's so much falls under that alone. And now you got the real estate. Now we building homes, we building communities. We building in banks. We gotta have what we need. We gotta be able to build and maintain what we need. And to me, those are some of the solutions. And that can start within the church. Every church within each community can link up and come together. The pastor can have meetings. We coming out every Sunday. We're not dressing up in suits anymore. We're going to come out here and get some of this sunlight. We're going to get some of this sun worship. And God is going to heal us. We're going to be healing through the sun. We touching the earth. The sun is we're no longer vitamin D deficiency. We are educating ourselves. We're building schools. We're our own educators. We're not letting no one else give us false information. We are learning about ourselves, and we can create, and matter of fact, we can build, educate, as well as new language. We got to take back what they took. So we're going to take back our mind, our language. And at the same time, if it gets to the point and we nation building on the independent level, we independent. We're not Democrat, Republican. We ready to talk to anybody. We are independent people. You know what I'm saying? Because we have been, we don't know damn who to trust, So we independent, and we want to talk, and whatever you got, what you got on the table, what y'all got on the table. But as black people, we should be independent. Have a party where we sit back, because we done been betrayed and crossed too many times to try to trust anybody that said this is a black party, the Democrats is a black party. No, we can't be, 90% of us can't be Democrats. You know what I'm saying? And Republican, and just refusing to talk or do anything over here with the Republicans. I disagree with that. So with that being said, me personally, that is some of the solutions I said. I think the church has, y'all have the ball is in y'all court, man. Y'all have the women follow, majority of the sisters still go to church. Majority of our brothers, fraternities, and this and that are Christian-based organizations, and we need to look into that. We need to look into the mirror. We can check ourselves, so when things do get to the whole and crime get down, the National Guard, we need to be on red. We need to be creating men groups that we go out and we handle business when it's trouble in the neighborhood. We need to have groups that when it's a problem in the neighborhood, we're gonna resolve the issue down there before, and we'll inform the police of what was going on, unless it's something we probably can't talk about. You know, they are, because some things man, some people are just gone. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can just go up and shoot up a person, man. It's just, you just hang out the one and just shooting with no regards of who you gonna hit. You just want to shoot into a house, man. No. Certain things like that, they got to be handled. Even when they gone, it's like it should be groups of guys for abusers, raper, molest, all this shooting up. You broken somebody's house. You done broken Miss John's house. We finna we got something for you. You got to get up out this community. You know what I'm saying? We coming to your door. That's how it should be. Our grandmothers and mothers and aunts should not be scared to come outside, man. It's time for the men just to apply pressure. That's all. Can't be these young boys, but you know, but like I said, we get out now. We damn near have to kill them. Majority of these guys is not gonna listen. They're gonna take the National Guard to come on the military. To avoid us from having to kill our own people, our own babies. Let them show them a force that's greater than them. That you can sit down. And it may bring a military mindset to them, you know. And they may benefit from that later on. Okay, you know how to govern yourself a little bit better. Watching how these soldiers move about, you know. But yeah, that's my outtake on it. Yeah. Peace and love, family.